On the banks of river Krishna, there lies the throne of Deccan, which was the cultural heart of the Satavahana Dynasty, the spiritual beacon of Buddhist heritage, called Amaravati, the people's capital. It was supposed to be the Singapore of today's modern India, but today it stands as a barren, mythical, a myth, a failed, a dead, and as a ghost capital.
Asia's dream capital. A thriving metropolis built from scratch to rival some of the best planned cities in the world. But all that's left now are under construction buildings, vast stretches of empty land, and 25,000 farmers clutching onto unfulfilled promises. Over a decade since its conception, Amaravati has now turned into a ghost town.
But there's something unique, about India's DNA and everything about India. No matter how many times she's told that she cannot rise from a fallen steep from such a low point, she does the contrary. She does the quite opposite. This time it's the same, with the cohesive vision of both the central and state government and heralding of rupees 58,000 crore projects and more by the PM. The ghost capital of Andhra Pradesh, Amaravati, is set to rise from its ruins and be the pathway of Swarna Andhra and Viksit Bharat. Okay, let's start from the scratch, from the very beginning of how Amaravati being the capital, the idea of it was conceived. When Vishala Andhra, that is both Andhra Pradesh and Telangana were one state, it got bifurcated into two in 2014. And as a result, the capital of Andhra Pradesh, of Vishala Andhra, Hyderabad, went over to Telangana due to the simple reason that it comes under the geographical territory of Telangana. But this city of Andhra Pradesh had two advantages. Number one was Chandrababu Naidu, the mainstay of the modern tech city Hyderabad. Number two is the Amaravati city, the powerhouse of Deccan, the capital city of the Satavahana Dynasty, waiting to reclaim its true position. Amaravati is precisely at the pinpoint of intersection of the right north and left south of Andhra Pradesh and is surrounded by two important urban centers, namely Vijayawada and Guntur. Amaravati geographically resides near to the Krishna river, and the inception of choosing Amaravati as the capital city started from this geographical aspect itself, and it was a well thought out strategic move. That is because geographical lands situated near water bodies tend to exponentially grow and open doorways for opportunities like urban lifestyle spaces such as parks, green spaces. Also real estate, increasing property values and investment returns, bringing in water-based transport and even better flood management, water quality and sustainable planning. As a matter of fact, the riverfront of Amaravati city is about a whopping 22 kilometers. But what makes this city the most viable one to become the capital are its fertile farmlands, and Mr. Naidu, getting support from farmers of Amaravati, wherein almost 24,000 farmers donated a humongous 28,000 acres of land, and this was the largest land donation ever made in the history of India. Experts and architects from cities such as London, Singapore have been involved in curating the design of the city, and the city was divided into 9 zones: government, sports, health, electronics, tourism, knowledge, governance, justice and media city. The thing here is that we have to understand what Chandrababu Naidu Garu's approach was, and it was to blend global capital and expertise with an open and completely new state, creating opportunities for jobs, investments, generating from scratch innovative and sustainable design of cities like Amaravati, aiming to create a formidable, efficient and economically vibrant greenfield city that could serve as an epitome model to build any new city in future in a country like India. Basically, he wanted to build the next Singapore. Greenfield city refers to a completely new urban area that is built upon previously undeveloped land, such as open fields, agricultural plots, which do not possess any pre-existing infrastructure. Chandrababu Naidu Garu, with the expertise and caliber he possesses, he brought in investments and funds from World Bank, government bonds, Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank, AIIB for short, central government, state government, PSU, RBI, and even Singaporean enterprises. I mean, can you imagine this? A state from India is collaborating with an international country of excellence. Everything seemed to be going well, and the people of Andhra Pradesh experienced a sense of utopia. A heaven was about to emerge, a heaven of God's will, a city where electricity would be generated via solar panels, Water taxis would be present for transportation across the city. As I said, a large riverfront. 5 different types of roads were planned, and even one road being allotted just for the bicycles. But there came in a blow to this conception of the city of Amaravati and to the vision of Mr. Chandrababu Naidu. There came in the 2019 general elections, where Telugu Desam Party and Chandrababu Naidu Garu suffered a humongous defeat by the YSRCP party led by Jagan Mohan Reddy. Mr. Jagan Mohan Reddy comes to power, and to simply put, he goes on what you call as a revenge mission on Chandrababu Naidu. Not only he obstructs the ongoing development of Amaravati city, but also brings in this absurd proposal of having 3 capitals for Andhra Pradesh. Number 1 being Amaravati city, which will be the legislative capital. Number 2, Visakhapatnam, originally referred to as Vijayagapatnam, which will be the executive capital. And number 3 is your Kurnool, which will be the judicial capital. Let us try to understand the idea here. The idea was here decentralizing power and pushing for the influence of the 2 core regions of contemporary Andhra Pradesh, namely Rayalaseema, which features Kurnool city, and the coastal areas, which features Visakhapatnam, more originally referred as Vijayagapatnam. What Mr. Jagan Mohan Reddy argued was that building a single world-class capital in Amaravati would be prohibitively expensive and time-consuming, while decentralization would ensure more inclusive growth and reduce regional disparities. This model was also inspired by countries like South Africa, which have multiple capitals for judiciously carrying out administrative functions as well as regional interests. The problem with this proposal is, with due respect, I want to ask the Jagan Mohan Reddy government, did they just think of these 2 things? Just 2 things. A, the logistics. B, the costs involved in building the infrastructure of these 3 capital cities. Mr. Chandrababu Naidu, due to insufficient capital to build one model city, had to bring in international expertise and funds. Here we are talking about 3 seats of governance at extreme parts of the state. And with this, the focus and attention to build Amaravati, the people's capital, got left to dust. This is where they say the collateral damage of Amaravati took place. From envisaging it to be a world-class capital, it got constricted and belated to a ghost town. Half-built buildings which were on the verge of completion, abandoned. Amalgamation of trees, plant and forestry accumulated as if some apocalyptic situation had developed due to some disease outbreak or war as a occurrence. And you know the most heartbreaking part of this story? The farmers and workers who had initially donated their lands were also left in shambles and were offered no incentives, no monetary support from the Jagan Mohan Reddy government. Now, as I told in the beginning of the video, that India has a mindset of rising back from our failures. So did the conception of the city of Amaravati, with Chandrababu Naidu Garu's government in association with Pawan Kalyan.
Bye bye Jagan. Bye bye Jagan. Bye.
Being back into power, bolstered by the central government, this time the vision to truly build a world-class capital gets much bigger and stronger. This time, along with 9 zones I mentioned earlier, now the focal point of attention is AI and quantum technology. Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Nara Chandrababu Naidu unveiled an ambitious initiative to establish Quantum Valley in Amaravati, positioning the state as a global hub for quantum computing and deep tech innovation. This is in collaboration with IIT Madras, IBM and Tata Consultancy Services. Time and again, my channel Cherry Elucidates has been a catalogue consisting long and short form videos elucidating the crux of why technologies of tomorrow like AI and quantum technology should be embraced, invested and developed, and I'm thankful to see leaders like Chandrababu Naidu Garu pioneering it forward. His vision is clear, and this is what he said, and I quote, "Just as we led the IT revolution in the 1990s, we want Andhra Pradesh to lead advancements in quantum technology. As India pushes forward in making advancements in quantum tech and AI, let me have the opportunity, the pleasure and fortune to introduce you to one of India's very own indigenous AI applications, ZOHO AI Notebook, who is the sponsor of this video as well as the first sponsor of my channel, Cherry Elucidates. Before I elaborate what a phenomenal application this is, I want to deduce that whatever the script that has been curated for the making of this video has been completely done by using this application itself, and it is truly what they refer it to as, what they call it as, what they herald it as, the all-in-one productivity app to elevate your note-taking experience. So simply put, ZOHO AI Notebook or Notebook AI is an advanced AI-powered note-taking assistant that is integrated into ZOHO Notebook. It's designed to enhance productivity, streamline content creation, and make note management smarter, and best part is it's cross-platform driven across iOS, Android, web and macOS. Now I want to confabulate about its amazing features. There are many, I must admit that, but I will highlight predominantly 3 features that will make you instantly try out this top-notch Indian origin AI application. Feature number 1, content generation and enhancement. It instantly drafts notes, checklists and templates. It summarizes and simplifies content, making information concise and easy to understand. Second feature, transcription and translation. It converts audio recordings into accurate readable text. It translates notes into over 50 languages, breaking language barriers for global communication. Feature number 3, visual note taking. It exhibits handwriting and shape recognition, in which it refines handwritten notes and perfects drawn shapes for a polished look. Along with the 3 features I mentioned, Notebook AI by ZOHO also consists Jia. What is this Jia now? Jia AI is ZOHO Notebook's AI assistant that functions both as a LLM and also as an agent. Jia leverages generative AI and large language models for tasks like content creation, summarization, translation and advanced grammar suggestions within Notebook AI, and automates tasks like an agentic model. Notebook AI by ZOHO is free to use, and to get access for freemium features, the monthly subscription is around ₹99 per month, which is $1.1, and the yearly subscription is ₹999, which comes around $11 for individuals. Even if you're not able to subscribe to the pro model of this application, I would highly suggest you to give it a try. At least go through the freemium version. That is because it is very seldom that India produces such a top-notch Indian origin AI application, and by doing that, by using this application, you can also provide feedback, which I did when I contacted the product manager of ZOHO AI Notebook, and he was very welcoming of that, because ultimately we as individuals, we as Indian citizens, to say the least, want to develop superlative products right from India, that is Bharat, for the world. It is not that ZOHO AI Notebook, also known as Notebook AI, is bulletproof as such. As I mentioned earlier, I also communicated the feedback which I had about this application with the product manager of ZOHO AI Notebook and also other officials who I had the honor of coming in contact with, and they were so welcoming of that, which I want to really appreciate of. Moving on along its quantum push, the state is also targeting 160 gigawatts of green energy over the next 5 years, an integrated vision that combines next-gen computing and clean energy to drive economic growth and high-skilled job creation, and hoping to make Amaravati world's first fully renewable powered city. Infrastructure projects form a core component of this rupees 58,000 crore package, which was mentioned earlier in this video, aiming to develop Amaravati into a smart and sustainable city with world-class urban facilities. There are 2 key features of this infrastructure projects. Number 1 is your land pooling scheme infrastructure. Second one is your outer ring road. There's an idea of development of 1,281 km of roads across Amaravati to facilitate industrial and economic activity, and thereby reducing congestion, which is normally seen in high-tech cities like Bengaluru. A 189.4 km road connecting NTR, Krishna, Elluru, Gunturu and Palnadu districts, designed to improve connectivity and support Amaravati's growth as a capital hub. There also have been plans of making advancements in defense, space, industrial parks, food processing by the current Andhra Pradesh government, hoping Amaravati becomes an epicenter of these domains as well in the near future. Several universities and high-class institutes are being planned or in the process of being established in the city of Amaravati in Andhra Pradesh. And trust me, These are really some top-notch institutes and universities we are going to see soon in Amaravati. The first institute is a branch of BITS, Birla Institute of Technology and Science. Second is your Deep Tech University, which is planned in collaboration with Tata Group, L&T, IIT Madras and the University of Tokyo. Third one is your University of Innovation, that is to be established by the EdTech company PhysicsWallah, and also there's a sports university. The World Bank and the Asian Development Bank have approved separate loans to the Amaravati Inclusive and Sustainable Capital City Development Program of the Andhra Pradesh government. Both the World Bank and the Asian Development Bank will finance the development of the first phase of the Amaravati project. Both these multilateral institutions will provide loans in Japanese yen. As you can clearly see, the ambitious vision, plans and policies are still there. They haven't died out. The flame is reignited, as it happens every time whenever we are speaking about the Indian spirit. Only thing what is missing is the fruition, is the completion of it. And that is what I hope to see in near future, and I also hope to make a visit to this wonderful city, the city that once housed the Satavahana Dynasty. What I have realized is, in this quest of building a nation, a state, a capital, it is that the leaders of today should prioritize the state first, thereby the model. You will be like, that's what leaders like Chandrababu Naidu Garu, Mr. Jagan Mohan Reddy did, right? No, when I mean you have to prioritize the state, you have to prioritize the model that will serve the people of the state. And once you place political power over people's needs, you're no longer serving that set of people that brought you into power in the first place. And you pretty much know that throughout this video where these two leaders weigh in this aspect, who prioritized the state, the model that serves the people, and who didn't. One thing's clear now, that Amaravati will rise and resurrect in its entirety, because it's the capital that has refused to die and kept alive the Indian spirit of fighting back. So Amaravati, the city whose past dates back to those times of the Satavahana Dynasty, and to now being the capital of the modern state of Andhra Pradesh, and henceforth will serve the people of Andhra Pradesh and Bharat. Also, please do check out Notebook AI by ZOHO, the all-in-one productivity app to elevate your note-taking experience. Cheers!